Hi, good day, everyone. I am Ara, and this is Andy, my husband, and we're from 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 4. So, what we're going to do right now is we're gonna discuss about Andy walking out the set in the tell all.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, first question about because there's a lot of people who are asking about you walking out the tell all set. Why did you walk out?
I actually don't remember walking out. So basically, like I said to Judy in the show, I'm not comfortable with that level of aggression. I have something called complex PTSD. So PTSD is what a lot of people experience when they experience a traumatic event. So that can be like an accident or death of somebody close to them or like being assaulted or something. And it's very, very common. Complex PTSD is when people experience like multiple traumas, and the effect kind of compounds. So, like an example of complex PTSD would be soldiers who have done multiple tours
Yeah.
of duty in combat because they just get repeatedly exposed to traumatic experiences. In my case, breaking 200 and something bones in my body. I've actually lost count. A lot of them in very traumatic ways and in very traumatic situations, plus the surgeries, and plus some other stuff that happened in my life in my like 20s and early 30s. My brain's a mess, basically.
Yeah.
So I've experienced symptoms since I was about 7 years old, but I only officially got diagnosed 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah, what happened in the tell-all was obviously there was a lot of shouting going on and a lot of just sort of verbal aggression, and I felt myself getting more anxious.
It's just like in your mind that you need to save yourself first.
Yeah, so with PTSD, you basically get fight or flight response. Like your like the tension in your body is always much higher than the average person, because you've experienced so much trauma in so many dangerous situations that you're kind of always at this heightened level of awareness of what could be dangerous. And sometimes it's a false danger. Like in this case, it was, let's be honest, it was just shouting. There was no real risk to me, but in my head, because of the traumatic experiences I've had in the past, my brain was like, okay, you're in danger, you're in danger. So the fight or flight response kicked in, which is basically either stand there and be aggressive or run off and go somewhere safe, which is
Yeah.
what I did.
I don't know if it was captured in the tell all, but literally Andy said that I need to be away, and then for my side I need to be with my husband, but I want to exit in a respectful way. That's why even if I want to follow Andy, that's the fastest time that I saw you run, not running but walking. So and I'm also afraid that you might tip over there. But at the same time, I want to be sure that I'm gonna be exit in a respectful way. That's why I said. As you said, as you see on the tell all, that I said sorry to the host because we're leaving and I need to guide my husband where is he going. So that is why he doesn't meant to be ungentleman of leaving me, but I do understand as well that it's his trauma that is stalking. It's not the Andy that we usually see on TV, but it's his trauma that is stalking behind his back. So I need to, like, I was so worried because that's the first time in this full relationship. We've been together for 2 years, 1 year married. This is the first time that I really see Andy scared of his dear life. That is why I am so protective of him.
So I told Ara about my PTSD very early on before we were in a relationship when we were just
Yeah. Before
talking,
we
right?
met. Before we met
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
it was one of the first things that came up after I explained about my disability. And yeah, I mean, you didn't really know much
Yeah.
about it, did you?
It is just that I don't have a degree. Yeah, I'm no psychologist. I'm no psychiatrist, and I don't have a degree in the medical field actually. But when I met Andy, it's just like um the caring, the empathy, the caring inside me was just clicked on, like what do I need to do in order for this man to be like to be safe, to be with him, with himself, that he didn't even realize that he is like that. So that is why, as you can see, we're always laughing, we're always happy, because I want to make sure that this relationship will not gonna trigger Andy's trauma, and whatever that he can think of is a happy memories between the two of us. And as much as I want to be like a caring wife who's very, let's say I'm very overreacting when it comes to his safety, like whenever whenever he's doing his wheelchair going out, and then no, you're not safe there, but I almost forgot that Andy, who's been living like 36 years of your life without me, 18 years with your parents, and then suddenly you've been independent. So why am I stopping my husband for doing these things when he can do these things without me? It's just like be an overacting wife, and I know a lot of you were gonna say like that's you as a wife because you loved him. Yeah, I do. Yeah, so a lot of you were gonna be connected to this explanation, but yeah.
I think one of the hardest things, especially with PTSD, is telling you that you don't have to fix it, that you can't fix it, and
Yeah.
like her reaction is like, "What can I do? What can I do to fix it? What can I do to stop this from happening?" Like you were just saying, trying to make me happy.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. Like it is what it is. Some days I'm going to wake up and my brain, if I've had nightmares or if I'm having flashbacks or something, I've got no control over it. There's nothing really you can do
Yeah.
other than just be there.
And
Like one of the hardest things is I sometimes get amnesia in the mornings when I wake up. If I've had a really bad night with the nightmares, I can wake up and I don't know
he
who
does.
I am. I don't know who you are.
Yeah, there's one time that I experienced that whenever, because I'm waking up with morning cases, and sometimes like you're going to zone out for a minute or two,
Yeah.
like functioning in your brain like who is this?
It's weird because I don't know who you are, but I also know that I'm safe with you. Like I recognize enough about you that I'm like, this is a person that's close to me, but I couldn't remember your name or.
But it's just like for a minute or two.
Yeah, it goes away very quickly, but that was a hard one to explain.
Yeah, that's a hard one to explain because a lot of people don't even know this side of story about us.
Yeah.
And then me as a wife, so what I'm going to do is I do understand, just to let you know guys, I know all of this before we got married, before everything, before I said yes and everything. I embrace it fully with him because this is the part that I accepted you. This is the part why I love you. Whether it's positive or negative, I need to be on your side. Yeah. So I experienced him like zoning out for a minute or two whenever, because we're calling each other mahal. If I know that he'll not gonna respond to it, so I know that there's a certain part in his brain that he don't recognize me. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna kiss him so that he'll know that he's safe with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. This is the part of the show that we didn't even discuss. That is why.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, they can only show so much of our story, but yeah,
Yeah,
this is
because this only episode 12. We don't have any time to share it.
we haven't got enough time to explain all of my traumas and the chaos of my life.
Yeah. Also, you said about the aggression. Is there any chances in your life wherein you experienced this aggression, and why is it that it impacted your life too much? Aside from having a surgery, because I know that's understandable, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I won't go into too much detail, but basically, I was in a very unhealthy relationship where I experienced a lot of aggression, mostly psychological, but some physical. And that added to the PTSD that I already had. Yeah, and I experienced that for a while, and that was one of the reasons I was so intent on finding somebody kind and caring, and that's why I fell in love with you so quickly, because you're like the opposite of what I experienced before. Because people like assumed watching the show when I said I'd not been very lucky in love that I'd never had a girlfriend, or never been in a relationship, and it wasn't that. It was just that I made some really bad choices.
So you're virgin. I'm your first girlfriend.
Definitely not. But you're the first stable, healthy relationship I've ever had, which is why I had to snap her up and marry her.
Yeah. And also like people are telling me as well that if you're a Filipino, I'm not gonna marry you. If he's a Filipino and he's like this and he has this kind of traits, I'm gonna marry him. Both of us are not in a good standing previously on our previous relationship, and that's why we met, because we really clicked in.
I think we both went through
We
bad relationships to
Yeah.
realize what we wanted.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's what I said. Like, you need to go to that kind of relationship for you to appreciate the next relationship.
yeah,
Yeah, to differentiate what is bad and what is normal and what is not normal, because it's coming with the norms. If you experience all these things over and over again, that we're gonna think that maybe this is a norm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
not good.
yeah, so when we met each other, like, oh, the the previous one is not the norm. This is the norm because this is a healthy one. So you are now trying to differentiate which is the norm and not.
Yeah, but I mean, the good thing is, I think it makes us appreciate each other more, right? Because
Yeah.
we've been through unhealthy relationships before, so we appreciate the good stuff. But also, I think sometimes we both get a little bit suspicious of it, don't we? Like, that it is such a
Yeah.
nice relationship. Like, there's moments. I know I've definitely had moments where I'm like, why is it so good? Why are we so happy? This isn't right.
Like, yeah, I think that I'm also thinking that we're gonna be happy now. So am I going to cry tomorrow? Because this is not, yeah, too much happiness is not normal. Let's say that we're not looking for everyday happy, although that we want it. But is this a normal one? But we've been together for a year, and this is how we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, on and off camera, we're just laughing, doing each other's thing, we're having fun. But the thing outside the camera is that they don't know what's the issues behind all this
Yeah.
thing, why we really clicked in. Yeah, most especially that part when you walk out to the set. Yeah, because there's other people who are saying that you're a gentleman because you left me on the set. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, when they said that, that made me a little bit upset with myself actually, because I did walk out, and I
But
didn't mean to, but I still felt
yeah.
bad that I did that and
But
just
I
left you. Like,
But I do understand, because if you're in danger, if in your mind you're in danger, you're not going to think about something else, right?
yeah,
And because you know that I'm strong enough, I can hold on for my dear life.
strong enough isn't the word. You're feisty.
Yeah.
I think what I've realised in this relationship is that you're the protective one. You're like the strong one out of the two of us, mentally and physically. And it's like this role reversal. Like, most people, when they think of relationships, the man is the big strong one, and the lady is the damsel in distress. But it's the opposite. Like, I'm the little delicate little butterfly, and you're the badass.
You're not a delicate little butterfly, but you can protect me at your own accord. Like, with the only little thing that you can do for me, that's being a man in this relationship. And because let's say it's physically, that I can do more than you, so I can protect you more than you can protect me.
Yeah,
I can protect you physically, but you can protect me mentally.
I hope
Let's
so.
say. Let's say about that. When you go back to the set, what's the first thing that you think? What's the first thing that comes into your mind when you go back to the set?
I mean, part of it was I was also a little bit disappointed that I'd missed the whole segment of the tunnel because I wasn't there. I was like, "What's going on? What's happening?" Yeah, which is, I mean, it made it good when we were watching the episode back, because like I got to see everything that I missed. But I was embarrassed.
You don't need to
'Cause-
be embarrassed.
Yeah, but I did feel embarrassed that I'd walked out. I felt horrible that I'd left somebody else's segment. So, the video from your mum.
Yeah.
Firstly, revenge.
Yeah,
I
he did,
plan a surprise for you.
because of me planning the surprise for Andy. He made a revenge. He surprised me. I never really even know about that video. I was so surprised. And the reason why I really cried about that is because we are not a sweet family, let's say. It's just like that. We are very straightforward and blunt, but we are not a sweet family. We're not a dramatic family.
I think you show affection in your family by
By
bantering and bullying each other.
bullying
Yeah.
each other. Yeah, that's how we show appreciation. That is why when my mom says, the only thing that made me cry is my mom says that I am really proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, I never heard that word. And coming to 31 year of my life, like I kept on proving to myself that I am worthy enough. And saying these words by my mom means so much to me, because that's the first time I heard it. Like, I got my degree, I became like a senior in my company, in my previous company. I graduated, and you know what? That means a lot to me. Like, I don't, like, I realized when I watched that video about saying mom that is proud of me, I don't need to prove something for myself or to other people,
Yeah.
because here is my mom who's already proud of me, and I just need to accept the fact that whatever that comes into my life, this is because of the good and bad decisions that I've made. Let's just say that this is the end result, and I'm
Yeah.
happy to the end result, really.
Good.
Yeah.
You said in the tell-all that you've only cried 4 times in your life,
Yeah.
which seems ridiculous. I cry 4 times on a Monday.
Yeah. I cried on Saturday, on Sunday, because tomorrow is Monday. I need to work.
Do you want to tell us what those times were?
Yeah. So I said 4 times. That is my graduation, wedding, me leaving the Philippines, and that video specifically. I said 4 times because that is the most dramatic part of my life. I do cry sometimes, but not the cry that that's what
Not
I
like a
did.
really
Yeah,
deep.
not a really deep emotion cry.
Yeah.
And the reason for that one is I learned how to be strong, not to cry, because with my previous experience, I don't want to cover that up. But then, let's just say there's one person who was really annoyed when I was a kid that I don't even cry, and as in my mind saying that crying means satisfaction to other people, and I don't want to give that satisfaction. That's why I became like this, because of what I have experienced about the meaning of crying. And if crying means a satisfaction to other people, then I will not cry. And that's the lesson I've learned. But not the cry. I didn't say that I don't cry. It's like a deeper cry, deeper connection within my body. You know, when you cry so much and you just want to like remove yourself from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happened 4 times in my life. But I cried whenever I'm watching K drama. I cried something like whenever there's a heartfelt message that I'm watching. But it's very different for me to cry when I have these emotions between myself.
I think that's it for now.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Thank you guys for watching.
Hope this answers your curiosity about anything and everything about the tell all.
Yes. And before we go, obviously we're going to be keeping on with this YouTube channel, and we want to hear some suggestions about what other stuff you'd like to see from us. Do you like these kind of Q&A things? Would you want to see more of our daily lives? Do you want a bit of both? Do you just want videos of our eating cheese?
Do, would you like to see me kicking the Andy's butt? Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely cutting that out.
You're not allowed to cut this out.
So yeah, we'd love to hear your suggestions. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed and commented. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. It will really help us out.
Yeah.
We want to grow this channel.
Yeah, to send positivity and to send inspiration to other people.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's very hard for us to say a lot of things within our life, but we just also want to be transparent to all the people who's following our journey. And for this to be an explanation of why our relationship is like this, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, we're updating our content every week, usually every Sunday or Monday. So just subscribe and yeah, follow us on our socials. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.